Good afternoon everybody, or good morning, good evening, wherever you're watching from. Today we have an ITSL silver playoff against, I hope I'm saying this right, Hicham Vanborm, I believe. Yes, I'm not very good at names, as my previous efforts you'll doubtless have noticed. I believe this match is a best of one. I was the highest seed, so I've picked the USA, despite in my regular playoff series against Eduardo Sanz, the USA losing every single game. I am persevering for some reason known not even to myself, but we shall see how it goes. I see that our opponent has accepted the invitation, so let's launch the game. Opening hand. Well, the first thing I noticed is no headline. Let's just quickly, see his record. How scared should it be? We should be pretty scared. Apparently we have a win. Must have been a lobby game before I joined the competitive scene, because I had to add him as a friend, so pretty sure that we haven't ever played a competitive game. Okay, standard 4-4-1. I'm just going to get my card tracker up and running, so bear with me a second here. Let's see, we've got NATO, we've got NORAD. So ops seem okay. I like having D-Star in Vietnam. Let's see, 7 cards. What am I missing? I'm missing Israeli War. No, I'm missing Vietnam Revolts, actually. Okay, so I'm thinking this is a 4-4-2 score Europe. Although I don't think I hate 4-3-3, because I have Sokovs and I'm going to be dumping Europe, as I have literally no other headline. I'm not headlining NORAD. If I get purged, I'm going to need those 3 ops, so purge would actually be very bad in this hand. I'd have to UN D-Style probably, or Space D-Star UN something else, but yeah, for West Germany definitely. 3 Italy, 1 Iran, and the question is, where does the other one go? Seeing as I'm dumping Europe, the Italy coup doesn't seem very appealing. So I think I've not done this very much, but I think here it makes sense. Please do tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't hate this. Funny story, I didn't actually know people who lost in the regular playoffs dropped into silver until I got the email. I was quite surprised. I thought my season was just completely finished. I suppose it's like the old Champions League format with teams that get knocked out in the best of the worst, I suppose you'd call it, going down into the Europa League. So I'm not opposed to it. I believe it's a best of 1 though, so even if I win, it'll be less time. If I lose, well, it's what it is. Okay. With NASA, I don't mind having 3 in Iran now. I'm quite happy with where this is. No purge is good. I might tail off speaking so much, even though I'm using my mic today, due to some medical issues. I've been having rather painful ulcers for the last few weeks. Makes speaking not the most pleasant thing. Okay, that's nice, I like that. But yeah, I've been to the doctor. I've got blood tests coming up soon, which is a bit of a relief, because for those of you who don't know, the NHS in the UK is very slow. It's not particularly good at the moment. But yeah, I'll be glad to get that seen to, hopefully, but it makes talking a bit uncomfortable. So let's think for a second. Let's not pick a card before we know what we're doing. I like the Yugoslavia axis being gone with. Italy at 3. Get out of Iran, definitely. So I think I like 2 Pakistan. I like 1 Malaysia. Lebanon will be important, but I don't think I need it just yet, so I think I can save my 4 for now. So yes, I think NORAD, Pakistan, Malaysia seems pretty standard.
The challenge of the 20th century is the challenge of human relations. and not of impersonal natural
Ideally, we
forces.
hold the star. We either give Sock Govs or we give Vietnam and coup it back, depending on what our opponent does with DEFCON. I think AI War will be the coup card, but I'd like to wait for him to be forced to get more Millops, perhaps. Okay, Cambridge 5, he doesn't seem to have a very strong hand. Ooh, I don't like that play from him at all. You need a 6 there, and even then the war's unseen unless he has it. Okay, so how can we take advantage? This makes Vietnam more giveable because I'm just going to be able to get into Thailand here. So I think it's 2, 3 in case of the war. I feel that's a strange coup to take if hitting it just leaves you open to the war, so definitely want to get into India. Taking the NATO Dom is nice. One into France isn't, I think, just Lebanon. I know I'm using my ops early. That was something I used to do when I wasn't very good at the game. I would just use all my ops early. This time it is a conscious choice. So, yeah, I think I like my position so far. With Europe scored, there's no rush there, although I would like to get one into Italy before turn 3 at least. The question is, will my opponent lower DEFCON again to deny me Millops? I don't think it's a very strong play. He hasn't placed any influence on the board yet. Yeah, placing influence is better. Libya makes sense. Spread out from NASA. And now I think I would like to coup. I could also space. 2 VPs are nice, but Millops would be guaranteed. I'm in Lebanon, so AI War is giveable. If it hit, it would be annoying, but I will live with that. So I think I'm going to coup Libya. Gets me 2 VPs from Millops guaranteed. And you can also do that. Honestly, I feel a little bit bad for my opponent. I mean, I wouldn't have taken the Pakistan coup, but still, his rolls have not been good so far. Mine have been quite good, and that's not fun, you know? I mean, it's a knockout game, so I'm not complaining, but at the same time, it doesn't feel great. Capture Nazi for the space, okay, fair enough. I'm happy with how it worked out, though. So now, D-Style is obviously the blockade card, just in case. Vietnam's going to AR6, Thailand, Laos, something like that. UN. I think I'm going to... I could space Sogovs. I could give it. I think I space it for the VP. Or to try for the VP. Because otherwise it's an empty AR. And I don't need to space Vietnam anymore. If Decol comes, it'll take Laos, Indonesia, whatever. I'll just put Vietnam 2 into Thailand and that won't be a bother. So yeah, I think I do this. Okay, hitting, I think, missed a roll yet. So UN will be, it could just be one into Italy, could be one into Panama, could be Laos. I'm looking at South Korea as well. I don't have the ops, but if he doesn't put something in there soon. UN could also go to India. And then I could do Thailand, India with Vietnam, leave Laos open. Truman, okay. Shame to see that I've got, okay, South Korea, yeah, makes sense. I wouldn't expect anything less from my opponent. And gone. If he had D-Star, he would have absolutely nothing to do with it. I think I'll go here. Yes, I like that. That's one op that Vietnam would have had to do, so that's just going to give me a little bit of extra flexibility. Turn 6, AR6. Now I'm thinking where Vietnam's going to go. One Thailand is a given. Could go Indonesia, Italy, France, Iraq even. Make a little bit of bother if he gets a coup off in Iran next turn, although I assume Libya is the coup target, as you'll need a lower number to succeed there. Just by knocking me out would be enough, whereas in Iran you're going to have to take it. I don't know, I think I got pretty much everything I could have wanted this turn. dumping Europe was the right decision because it allowed me to really get ahead in the other regions, even if I'm only ahead in the Middle East because of a lucky 6. Let's just check a card tracker. 9 and 3. Yep, that's correct. Gosh, his hand was very bad. Only 1 playable 3-op so far of what we've seen. That's not a hand you can get things done with as ITSL. I understand a bit why he wanted to coup. Hope for the big dice roll and some variants and be successful that way, because with these ops, 3-1 ops, you're not going to be doing a lot. Hoping for no blockade so I can hold D-style. Even though, I mean, one Syria and then, what, Poland? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what I'd do in this situation if I were him. Maybe just opt into South Korea, possibly Iraq, stop Middle East Dom. I think South Korea, I mean, fill battlegrounds when you can. Okay, containment. Yeah, very bad hand. I don't like that, because I can just fix that. I mean, sure, it sets up Muslim in the mid-war, but I think I would have preferred 2 Iraq to stop Dom. And then South Korea, maybe? Yeah, I don't think that's a very good play, to be completely honest, unless someone sees something I don't. I mean, especially with containment, I need a 1-op to fix that. Okay, right, we've got Purge, CIA, it's a shame to see that in the US hand. Doc, Fidel, seeing as I have CIA here, want to send Fidel to space. Romanian, 5-year plan, depends on Reds. Okay, so there are 3 3-ops there. Let me try again. There are 3 4-ops out there, although 2 of them on this board you really don't want to give with marshalling US-Japan. UN gone as well, so I don't have to worry about that. Decols out there. The question is it Purge or is it Duck? There aren't very many places he can bully me with ops. My plan for this term, I want to hold Asia Dom. Definitely want to do that. I suppose, I guess he can flip Pakistan. Maybe that was the point of going into Iran. Okay, so if I do Duck, a decoll headline would be very bad, and he can flip Pakistan. If I Purge him, he can't flip Pakistan. He's going to have to choose between placing ops and cooing if he does decoll. I think Purge neuters more threats. Even though I might need the ops, I'll still have 2 3s, and I'm already in most places I need to be, so I can spend this turn playing a little defense if I need to. I think for this turn I'd like to get 1 more in Italy. I'd like to hold the DOMs I have. Holding Middle East might not be okay. Okay. I'm going to take France. You know, I'm not pleased about that, but with my hand turn 1 and Europe being scored, I don't think it would have made more sense to pursue France turn 1 as opposed to going into Asia, so and if he wants to do this, I will get the coup. So, you know, fair enough, but I don't think that that bothers me too much. I will just take a 2-op coup of Egypt, I suppose. Get my mill ops. He's not getting his unless he has a war. And now he has no presence in the Middle East. I hope he has it, because that would be a problem. Yeah, Middle East looking very nice for me. He's purged, so Pakistan's not a threat. He's gonna... I assume we're gonna see ops into Iran here, into Iraq. In response to which, I think I will take Spain. I want to get Spain so that he can't get an easy dom. He's got adjacency to Turkey as well, but I don't really want him to get France adjacency. And I think there's a world where I have Middle East and I still headline Purge over it. So I don't think he can take the chance that I don't have it. I think he has to take presence in the Middle East, Iraq or Syria. In response to which, I can use a 3-op to take Spain, 1 more into India maybe, or 1 into Egypt possibly. Seeing as Nasser is now gone, I can take Egypt freely. This game is looking, well, it couldn't have started much better except for the France thing, but then, you know, not complaining. Not complaining one bit. Okay, I'm not surprised to see that, and hit. Don't love to see it. That was a big risk, honestly, with... I'm going to read that, I might be wrong here, but I'm going to read that as he has Middle East, because I think that's too scary to do otherwise. So, to India. 2 battlegrounds to 2 battlegrounds, yeah. Okay, what's he got? Yeah, well, I mean, I could always do this, but it doesn't seem much point to doing that because Suez, Warsaw, nuclear test ban, even China will fix that. So I think I'll just secure India. And I'll go 1 Egypt because I want to go into Egypt. Yeah, India's a must take. I think if you have decol, you do it there. Okay, so Indonesia's no rush. You can do that. Don't ask me if that's correct. Yeah. Was he rolled a 5 or a 6? Ooh, go away. He rolled a 5, okay. So... if I had India, well, he would have rolled on India then. I'll have a chance to attack Pakistan later, possibly. I could break it turn 6, but I assume he will overprotect. Okay, so this turn my ops are now quite low. I've used a 4 and a 3 already. I think, so Space Fidel, D-stars my blockade card again. Yeah, I've really screwed him with ops so far. He's had 2 3s, and now, well, if he has Asia, this is when you dump it. You're not getting a dom hint. Let's be reasonable. You know, 1, 2, 3. 3 countries with 3 ops. I've got. I mean, you want to take South Korea? That's undoubtable. China. Okay, what's... Okay, I'm a little bit surprised by that. I mean, it's AVP, but is it worth China? I don't think it is, personally. You're still not going to get Dom. And... yeah, like... I don't... I'm going to hold Duck. I'm just going to take Egypt. Get rid of a 1-op, get rid of something that needs to be done. At least there's now 8 VPs for me. I can't believe that he doesn't have it, considering he's playing multiple turns. Well, to be fair, if I had Middle East... No. I might score it, but I think taking India is also reasonable. After here, yes, I guess it's obvious I don't have it, but there was a moment from here where it's just very risky. I know on the board he's not doing great so far, but if you haven't seen him at least, I don't think you give that a chance of happening. Okay, so I'm now... Asia's gone from my dom to... if it's going to be domed by anyone, it'll probably be him. But I've got China, yeah. I've lost Asia and Europe, so it's not looking as good as it was, but he's got no influence in the middle regions, which is good. I should be able to stop either Europe or Asia being his doms, which are good, and I've got dom in the Middle East, which I... okay, Asia. Yeah, I don't really understand the China play. I'd have just dumped it before that and kept China, personally, I think. Is it time to Space Fidel, or is it time to go duck into Spain? Spain and Italy. I think it's... think I like this. Because if it comes to it, I'm going to have to give Romanian, so I need to take a country. If I have to, I can give Fidel for the 2 ops. I do want to get Spain because of giving Romanian. And 1 into Italy is important because Sokov's and he's adjacent now. Yeah, not as good as it was, but I'm happy. Happy with this. Hitting the IP wall was big for him, obviously. I'd still have Asia Dom if not for that. Don't agree with the China play. But it's worked out well enough. He's got 1 VP out of it, although I could always stick China into North Korea next turn, possibly. I think I want to do Romanian into Malaysia, maybe. Just get another country. Or Indonesia, because of decoll hasn't been seen. Yeah, I think Indonesia's better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so that's going to be important. USJ, okay. Sorry, what? 2 into Syria. No, okay, I guess he has it and he doesn't want me to break that, but I'm happy to get USJ. I would probably space it. I mean, I don't know the whole of his hand, but for 3 ops, giving USJ feels not great. So that's 5 VP, you know, I'll just space Fidel. And he can do what he wants to do. Where did the third mission go to France? Okay, yeah, I did think he had Middle East, that made sense. And now Romanian, still not Dom, and I'll take here. I mean, I didn't really have the ops to crawl up Africa. Yeah, I think that's fine. Held D-Style through, happy about that. Hope to see decoll here and maybe a 4-op. Decoll and 4-op, exactly what I asked for, and he's stuck with Marshall, which he can't really use. Well, he can, but it's not good to use. Formosan, decoll, special. He has blockade, Olympics, Korean, Suez, Marshall, Warsaw. Okay. Redrawn defectors. Interesting. Asia scoring, which will be equal, or I could even go for a Dom. I might try and go for a Dom, actually. 5-year plan. Factors. Okay, what his headline's looking like. Blockade. Honestly, don't mind it. Korean War. Honestly, don't mind it. Warsaw. Suez. Would be slightly annoying. It would give him a Europe Dom, or there could be a redraw. My other headline is 5-year plan. Redrawn defectors can't be bad. Okay, yeah, I'm very glad that's been blocked. It looks like a bit of a lame duck for a hit, but that matters. That matters, and I'm going to try my best to make him regret giving me US Japan. So space decoll, hold D-Star again, or space them both if I get a chance. Warsaw coup, where's that going? You're on. Okay. So I want to take that back. He doesn't have any access, so I don't need to rush to get into here, so I can... Although... I think I do want to get into Angola early, so I can move up to Zaire. Definitely want to take Iran back. If he takes Turkey, I take Greece, so there's no problem there. Warsaw's gone, Europe's not going to be a problem. Do I like this? I think I like this. Let me think, let me plan out my turn a little bit. What do I want to do? So let's see, this is AR1. I want to get to Zaire, I want to get here, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 ops. Say these 2 cards, say ARs 2 and 3. China and nuclear test ban to attack here maybe, or just China and get space off. Okay, I think I can do the things that I want to do this turn. He's going to want to go to Algeria, probably Iraq as well. Iran as a coup target is quite suspicious to me when he could have gone Panama, having no access into the Americas. I think he could have redrawn the Middle East. It honestly wouldn't be shocking. I mean, Panama needs a lower roll to knock me out. What did he roll? He rolled a 3. Yeah, he would have got into Panama with that roll. But games, we knew he had that. Afghanistan. Okay, so country count is... I'm still up on countries. So, I can still attack North Korea. He's got Marshall, and I feel like he would give Marshall with this Europe, so... I'm gonna take a breather on that, and I'm just gonna use Formosa, Zaire, Panama. Both things that I need to do by the end of the turn. He's got Korean War, so if I see that, I can attack South Korea as well. He could use it to overprotect both, in which case I might stop the scoring, but I don't think using China right now is the play. I can't get Milops, so... okay, I like this. I know 4 of his 5 cards, and let me just check, am I up to date here? Discard 6, removed 8, yes, draw 15 I've got, but that's the 40 cards in there plus the 1. Ducks the unknown. Let's go to space, and he's missed. Okay, right. I could take a space myself, or I could take Mexico. I think I take a space myself, I'll let this out of my hand. Miss, okay. Could also space D-Star if I get a chance, but my plan at the moment is special into Mexico, China into North Korea, and then score Asia. Hold NTP and D-Star. Hold him 4-up's not bad, especially a 4-up that makes missile envy suck. Interestingly, if Defcon goes up, he has got Iran realigns. Okay, Suez, Ops, where are they going? Turkey and North Korea, okay. So I'm gonna go Greece. That's annoying. He's got Korean War, Blockade and Marshall. So depending what he does here, Asia's nothing, so I can dump it safely. He's not going to be able to do anything about that. Any jam he can do, I can answer with test ban. He's space dock, so I assume he's holding Marshall. If he's holding Marshall, I don't think I'm going to attack South Korea because he would just take it back. And Marshall's not even that bad to give with this Europe. I don't think he has a realistic chance of taking Dom now. I've got Greece. So I might just do test ban to Mexico, Cameroon, something like that. Mexico, Cameroon, Iraq, put one in Iraq. I don't think that would be terrible. Korean War, okay. Yeah. No jammy jam jam going on, we'll just score Asia. Shame, I would have liked to get a Dom for that, but he was always going to be able to just retake it. Blockade event, I find that I'd personally leave it in the deck. I presume he's hoping for salt, but like, I mean, he knows I have D-Style, so it's not like that's going to hurt me. So Mexico, I could double break. I know that Truman's gone, but it gives me access to Algeria. No, I don't like that. Maybe someone who's better at the game than me will tell me that's why that's actually good, but I want Mexico, I want Cameroon, and I think I want a second in Angola. Iraq's also nice, but I prefer a second in Angola. 2VP, it's equal going into the middle. He has Marshall, I have nothing. Yuck. Yuck. Central's nice. Central's nice. The rest is not nice at all. Well, OPEC's free. Cultural can be spaced. Gunman is terrible and it's to hold. So let's just, I could go for central control. Okay, let's do the card tracking. Shuttle, CIA, both American scorings, U2 incident, Portuguese Empire crumbles, OPEC, wait, OPEC does OPEC have Syria? No, didn't think so, but I had to double check, it seems like it might have had. Cultural, gunman. Okay, so what's the headline? South America is equal at the moment, and it's not getting better. But I think I don't want to risk it. Same with Central. I think it's CIA. It gives me a better idea of how to play these scorings, and I don't love getting it out or give him a chance to go Cameroon. But with this hand, it does make some sense. ABM, yeah, that sucks. That's probably going to go into Central America. Wiping away any chance of my control. I assume Panama. I mean, could go Africa. Depends what he's got in his hand. If he has Africa, it will go Africa. And with CIA, that gives me the chance to go a DEFCON 2, so this will be the only coup he gets. He could also even go Thailand. Angola. Okay, interesting. That's not a great hand. It's not a terrible hand by any means. He's going to sort for D-style. Brilliant. That means I'm going to need to get rid of South quickly, but I will be able to do it safely. So let's put this in. Sort negotiations. Oman and Tehran. I'm actually very glad I've done CIA with hindsight. Panama Canal. Kitchen. Oof, he's got a lot of blue one-ups. OAS. I might have headlined Brezhnev with this hand. Allow me to space one of them. Space OAS or something. Cuban Missile and Brezhnev. Okay. Right, so I think we're cooling Angola back. If he wants to, he can flip Zaire, but I think this is right. Yep, doesn't quite do the trick, but alas, he has a choice between flipping Zaire and cooing Cameroon. If he coos Cameroon, I'll go. Don't know. Is that a flip? Yeah, probably a flip, isn't it? Fair enough. That means, well, he's not threatening to get into South America yet, so I don't need to dump the scoring yet. Definitely Nigeria. And I think I like... No, this is stupid. It has to be OPEC first. OPEC has to go first, just in case. Nigeria. To Cuba. If he sorts the D-style, it goes to DEFCON 4. I dump South America, and then we can exchange coups or something like that. Wait, I need to double check his hand. I think I've put it down wrong. Yes, I've done it incorrectly. I've put Aonde into his hand accidentally instead of Kitchen Debates. Let's fix that quickly. So he has 7 cards. Yeah, that's correct now. I want the 8 VP here. And he's absolutely powerless to stop this, except for exchange of coups look better for him. Yeah, this is fine. It's a shame what's happened in Africa. I feel like... Could I have done something differently there? I don't know. I feel like I had a good position going into the middle that I just lost. But... I could also use, if he sorts for D-style, I could get rid of Gunman. But I think the scoring is a high priority. And now with Portuguese, it's freer, I guess. He's got very low ops, so I need to keep that in mind the second half of the turn, see if I can bully him a little bit. Although with this hand, I'm not convinced that's an option. I like to flip these in Malaysia, Philippines. Pardon me. Yeah, I get a couple of points for Southeast Asia scoring. Burma to protect from another IP would be nice, although Asia is scored, so that's very much a lower priority. Kitchen, okay, is that Nigeria? Sorry, Cameroon? It is, and he misses. Do I get VPs for that? I do get VPs for that. Well, that's very non-threatening, because now he doesn't have Dom, so I think I can take South Africa. If he wants to go Botswana, then I'll flip Angola. If he wants to go Botswana and Angola with his only 3, so be it. I'll just take my 8. Check my cards again. 18, 11, is that what we have? Yes, 18, 11, okay. I'm happy with my position. feel like I'm going to have to either get some very bad hands or play very badly to lose it. Is that for D-Stall? That should be for D-Stall. It doesn't make sense, so it's not for D-Stall. Yep, now I score South America and make him very sad. And one thing I do like is that if he... Hang on, South America score gone, Salt gone, D-Stall back into the red hand. If he D-Stalls in to South America, he's going to have to surrender any chance of Europe Dom long term because he doesn't really have ops he can pull from anywhere else. I suppose one from Syria, one from Vietnam. You don't want to overprotect your Asian battlegrounds. So yeah, probably 3 Romania, 1 Syria or something, which I'm fine with. Let's see what he does here. He will still get D-Stall into South America, but that's not going to be a problem for a while. And I'll have hopefully Central Control and Middle East Dom to score. So I'm hoping by the time South America becomes a real problem, I'll be far enough ahead that it's not going to derail me too much. He's probably looking at Angola and Zaire with a bit of nerves. I think flipping Zaire, if you were going to sort up DEFCON without knowing I have gunmen, I don't hate it, but also I think there are definite pitfalls to that plan. The question is, does he coup here? Because if he coups here, if he coups Nigeria, I probably have to coup it back. If he coups Central America unsuccessfully, I dump gunmen. But if he hits on Nigeria, I think I'm going to have to hit, depending on the role, I'm going to have to hit it back, or I'm going to have to hit Zaire. Because South Africa is reliable. I don't have a way into Algeria. I don't want to give up Africa control. Now, despite me taking a while, I am up on an immediate D-Stall. I didn't see that coming. Okay, Iran. Okay, well, I sort of see what you're doing, but at the same time it's a bit late, isn't it? So I think I'll just take my 8 VPs. And now the chances of me being able to go to gunman are a little higher. I'd like to send cultural to space for the shot at the 2 VPs. You know, there's Asia's open for a coup, but I have China, so I'm not worried about that. Arman, opponent event, yes, that's good. I want Arman. Not the best hits, but socialists. Hang on, let me do this. Let me just take a second to breathe. So, Arman and Tehran is gone. And now, socialist governments is gone. Arab-Israeli war is gone. I mean, it's not a terrible card at all. It's not like it's likely to hit, but still it's lops. And Willy Brandt is gone. Let's have a look at brush war. Where are my brush war targets? South America. I think I want brush war because Iran is a very good brush war target. Yeah. I feel like I'm ahead, so I don't want these swingy cards so much. I don't know if that's correct, but I feel like this board is has better brush war targets for him than for me, and I'm 10 VPs up with a Dom to score. He has no Doms on the board. I think I want the swingy cards gone. Thailand would be a devastating hit with Southeast Asia. Yeah, I'm happy with that decision. Again, I don't know if it's a correct decision. I'm happy with it. Yeah, this just feels not the priority. Now I can give gunman, because if he coups, it's with a 0 up on assault, and I can coup straight back. It will be, you know, we'll still be at the mercy of the dice, but this gets rid of it for free. And I think I want to do that. DEFCON is a way I could lose this game, so getting rid of that just feels sensible. And he's got 2 more ARs to play out of, I assume Brezhnev's to hold. I guess with Panama and OAS he's wanting to lock up South America, but if I were him, I think I would have wanted to try and play a bit more in Africa this time, using all his ops to focus here when it's been scored is It's a long-term play, but when you're down 10 VPs, I'm not sure you have the luxury of making long-term plays. Yeah, that was going to happen. Okay, now I need to coup Zaire and hope for... Is it Zaire? Let me check. 4 gets me Zaire. Yeah, 5. Okay, fingers crossed. Ugh. Okay, maybe he uses Brezhnev now. If he uses Brezhnev, I'm going to flip Angola. I want to flip something. If I can't flip something, I'm at least taking Botswana to make sure I don't get realigned. Panama. Okay, I'm flipping something. Definitely flipping something. Am I flipping Zaire or am I flipping Angola? Which one's better? I think it's Zaire. He could flip it back. But then he's either using Brezhnev, which is a nice card for him not to be holding, or he's using Marshall, which again, it's nice to get. Yeah, I'm good with this, If he flips it back, my AR7 is probably just space. Get rid of an unpleasant card. Portuguese, I think, hold cultural. Yeah, I think it's going to be space AR7 if he doesn't do anything there. If he does do something there, it could be... Yeah, he's going to flip that back. Brezhnev gone though, that's very nice. I like the fact he's not going to have good ops next turn. I could use China to do something like this. The chance for that will be there next turn though. I like space. I don't like missing space. But I still like decision space with hindsight. With hindsight, I still think decision space was the correct one. This is a nice hand. This is a very nice hand. 14. Space could be 16. An IP war could be 18. I don't think there's a path to winning, but damn, it's close, and even if not, this is a beautiful hand. I feel like this is a game where I'm just being given everything I need, and I just need to make sure my execution is good enough. And if I execute correctly, I'll just win. Unless he does something like far above my level, which, you know, let's not rule that out. He's here for a reason, he's a good player. But I think I've been given up. Okay, Missile Envy's bad, and there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. I'm not headlining Muslim. I'm just doing my card tracker, but I think the headline is Grain. How many cards do I have? I have 10 cards, yes. Hunter's an option, but with Africa being unscored, I prefer the option to attack Africa. Colonials is an option. I could go Angola, Zaire, Algeria, and take something here. If he coups, I'm going to get a lot of stuff, and if he doesn't coup, I can use Grain after that. Ooh, that's actually interesting. If you're watching this video and you're considering leaving a comment, please leave it on this moment. What do you headline turn 5? Because Grain feels the standard play, but Colonials is sexier, I think. Let's do it. Quack. Okay, not in love. Feel like... Well, those 3 are definite. Okay, let's get rid of Quagmire from the card tracker. 1, 2, 3. Is it Nigeria? Or is it just Malaysia? Or is it even something like Cameroon? No, this is fine. This is fine. If he has Southeast Asia, I'm going to VP. I'll be crashing Muslim to the trap unless I see Missile Envy right now, because Muslim is very bad with Middle East in hand. Yeah, I think I'm winning. I'd like to space cultural if I get out in one. Touch wood, because, you know, this is a way I could definitely lose the game by missing half a dozen trap rolls. Yeah, that makes enough sense. He's going to need a 4-op there to take the rest of the stuff, so I hope I can put some pressure, at which I can. So now he needs a 4-op to go Zaire, Algeria, in which case I'm going to Grain Sales, probably. Yeah, I'm going to... He's got the 4-op, okay. He still doesn't have Dom. I could just do this. In response to that, he takes Botswana. I could coup Botswana in that case, because I will need Milops. Could use grain, pull a card. If it's a good card, coup Botswana with it. If it's not a good card, coup Botswana with grain. I don't like South Africa being mad. If I don't do Zaire, I think it has to be Botswana to... No, but I like fighting. Especially with me controlling cultural. I like fighting. I know it signals that my ops aren't the best, but something about this makes me feel good. Don't know why. I know the real-line threat isn't real, but 2 battlegrounds in Africa is better than 1 battleground in Africa. And I can now play cultural. It's a VP, and it's probably my space card, so I'm not sure I want to, but if push came to shove and I really needed ops in a situation. Comic-Con, okay. Is that Botswana, like I thought? 3 in Botswana, okay. I think I will do grain now. Ooh, interesting. That's a definite event. Oh, that's not nice for him. Nigeria for sure. Absolutely, 100% Nigeria. Now the thing is, even though here, 1 out of Chile is just so nice. Is it 2 out of Botswana to neuter that threat for a bit? He probably just puts 2 back into Botswana. I think it's 2 Nigeria for sure. 1 Chile. 1 Algeria. Like that. If he wants to realign, I'll take Algeria with cultural. I know the 1 shit, I know it's scored, but like that's 2 battlegrounds, Chile and Argentina. I can just hold Allende. And I can hunter into Argentina myself, and I can even that out. That's another problem for the future sorted. I'm going to need to coup, so I think IP War is my coup card. Venting it would be nice, but Asia scored, and well, I could just event it from an ops. Coming Botswana, okay, Marshall Plan. I mean, I knew he had that. So let's see. Canada, UK, West Germany. Don't think I need Italy, and I don't need to protect my Mediterraneans. So Benelux, Denmark, Finland and Austria, I guess. Yeah, sure. No. NATO's in the deck, so I'm glad that that's now active. So this is Algeria. It's possibly Uruguay as well. Maybe he wants to fight for South America. He's already put enough effort into it, and he does have OAS. Well, he has 3 more cards, so he's playing everything. So he's playing OAS, so I could see Uruguay. Oh, no, mate. Okay, oh no. Ooh, that's... Oh. Yeah, this was greedy. That was a greedy move. That was a very greedy move, I'm not sure. I like that from him, I wouldn't have done that in his position. Now I think I've got a bit of a break, I just scored at least for 5. I mean, I know Algeria, you know, you're +2, I know that, but you should start on the one where you don't have your own influence, surely. I admit I got lucky there, but at the same time, okay, Europe, that's 1 VP for him, 1 VP he actually needs. That makes John Paul a bit less attractive, but you've still got to event John Paul on this board. So I've got 5, 6, 7, and I need my props. So I could just do IP War. I think I hold Hunter because OAS.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not
Mrs. Bug
what
on
your
Ops.
country can do for you.
So
Ask
13
what you
VP.
can do for your country.
Space Cultural Event the Pope, I think. I'd rather have a chance of +2 VPs than guaranteed -1 VP. Unless he takes Africa Dom, in which case I will need to respond to that. Maybe I should have spaced Cultural then and held IP War as a coup card / war card. So it was a bit more... had a bit more, what's the word? Gave me a bit more wiggle room, let's say. But yeah, I don't think this is an easy position to fight back from. I've got 4 VPs here. This is currently about equal. I mean, it favours him if it favours anyone, but taking a Dom will be not necessarily difficult, but it will need quite a lot of ops and it'll be time consuming. Oof. Okay. Well, Iron Day is definitely going. Let me see what's in the deck and what I have in my hand. So Iron Day gone. If I dump 2, there's 2 scorings left. Odds of getting them both low, but I think I could honestly live with that even. So I think I dump Cultural. South African and Flower Power. Okay, I'll need to check the status of wars, but I think Flower Power is going to be usable for op. South Africa unless there's the space card. Let's see, wars. AI war is in the discard. IP wars in the discard. Brush wars in the discard. Korean war is in the discard. All the wars I can think of are in the discard. So Flower Power seems fine. 37 and 9. I've got 37 and 20, but yeah, I put that in a bit early. Okay. Well, his turn 7 has to be OAS. So he wants to go into 1 into Argentina. OAS will just go to Argentina and then I'll use Flower Power. So I think I'll just take another space shot. Sorry, not another. I haven't spaced yet. Silly me. But yeah, I think I take a space shot. Yeah. And he'll go OAS into Argentina. Into response, I'll take Argentina, Chile. OAS, yeah. Oh well, he's not even going to put into Argentina, so I'll just go there, I guess. And then I can take Chile, Philippines. Yeah, I think I could bother him in Brazil, but I think just cutting him off there is fine. It's scored, so it's not the priority. South Africa, I assume. Oof, another miss. I'd be pretty annoyed if I won at this point. So now the question is, I don't need to do Chile, but I do want to place ops. Definitely want to place ops because Philippines gives me enough to win. And then I've got 3 more ops. I don't want to go Cameroon because he can coup that later and it'll set me up. I think I should take Chile. Flower Power marker offers used. Okay, yeah, he's probably feeling pretty tilted. Points. I don't really know. I never really know what to say when people say this. It's rude to ignore them, but you know, I've had all the luck. I mean, I generally get quite annoyed when people are like, "Oh, I'm so lucky. I'm so sorry about that." But you know, you on the other side, you feel like you have to say something. I guess in D, not luck. Rather one-sided, I guess, and then a sideways face. I don't know, that seems fine. I haven't even had a chance to look at my hand, so let's do that. We've got, looks like another belter. Got UN. Purge, could purge him again. Bear Trap, could trap him and coup. Independent Reds, it's just usable 2-op. Puppets, that'll get me into Nigeria, so that'll give me the advantage in African Missile Envy. I need to check if that's viable. Arms Race. Okay, both of the blue China card events are out there, so let's see. Yeah, Missile Envy isn't going to get me anything. NATO's the only 4, and there's Alliance, I mean, which would be nice. There's Osuri, there's EEU. I mean, none of them are bad, but I don't really want to just give them a 12 coup. Nice as Purge is, it could be Hunter. Could be Hunter. I want to lower DEFCON. I want to at least not let him coup. What are his headlines? There's Fidel. You know, that would be annoying, but I've got the points out central, so it's fine. There's Libs, scored, and there's Che. I'm only in Costa Rica. If I Bear Trap, if I Hunter, then I can AR1 Puppets. I Puppet Sahara, Nigeria, Cameroon or something, give myself Dom temporarily. Although a bear trap, I can coup and get arms race off. Got my bear trap. Plus there's a chance of him missing, and yeah, I think I'll probably just be ignoring that. Could take a big coup on Angola, like purge coup Angola. I don't know if that's any good. I could use Junta to fix. I assume it's going to be Mexico. 2 into Mexico. I don't know, I just feel like I've probably won. I should be able to get arms race off now. If I purge coup Angola, then the only other cards he could use to stop me getting arms race are NATO and China. Yeah, okay, figures. What are you dumping? Oh, he's missed. Okay. I feel really not great now, but this is obviously just this. I could have purged him, but it doesn't really feel necessary. This is going to get me to 18 VP, set me up in Africa. He's missed again. Oh, come on, this is just ridiculous.
Our goal is not the victory of might,
An arms race to 3 more
but the
VP.
vindication of right. Not peace at the expense of freedom, but both peace and freedom. Here in this
Yeah,
hemisphere,
don't blame him.
we hope around the world. God willing, that goal will be achieved.
It's so stupid. Yeah, I mean, if I was playing this game, I'd be flipping the table by now if I was on his side. It's that. It's that. That. Ah, you know what, let's just do this. And that's a card he would probably have liked to event. May as well just check that up to date here. Once my stab's gone. Scorings are Southeast Asia and Africa, both of which will win it for me. Missile Envy is safe, so I could just do that, because, well, first of all, you know what, I'll go Junta, fix Mexico, coup Uruguay. Could have helped Junta, but I think we're past the point where it's going to really make the difference. Don't really want to think too hard on it, you know. When someone's in a one position and they spend ages thinking about each move just to be perfect, it's quite frustrating when you're desperately lost and just waiting for it to be over. Okay, yeah, makes sense, fair enough. I'll just go one more into Algeria and I'll put it to Burma. Play quickly, don't make unnecessary mistakes, but this will be fine. If he wants to coup Cameroon, I'll just coup Saharan back. Gonna assume can't have alliance because that would have gone to the trap. Same with NATO, NORAD, nuke subs, Nixon. So I'm assuming he's got a scoring. All of those things are going before one small step. There's Che, Fidel, Summit, Sadat, Southeast Asia, Africa. There's 6 cards he can realistically have that he wouldn't have been able to put into the trap ahead of one small step. 3 of them are scorings. 2 of them are scoring, sorry, so there's a 33% chance he's got a scoring. Actually, is that right? Well, I haven't done maths since school. But yeah, he's got 3 cards, and that was 6 and 2 of them scorings, so sounds about right. I mean, if he's got either scoring, there's literally nothing he can do. Even if he manages to stop Africa on the battleground count, it's still going to tip the VP counter. Even if he plays China and Southeast Asia, I'd still win by that. So, yeah, there's pretty much nothing he can do if he has a scoring. If he had Nixon, he's going to have to space it, I assume. Let's see what he did get rid of. Surrey, Camp David, EU, and one small step, yeah. NATO, okay, that's getting activated. Yeah, I mean, it's desperate, isn't it? I still win the game here. So I think I can honestly just... If he has Africa, like, I'm genuinely curious what happens if I event Missile Envy. Does he have to play the scoring and then just use Missile Envy on the next turn? Because the 3 cards, 3 ops, he could give me an Alliance, which wins it on the spot, NORAD, which, I mean, doesn't really matter, and Che, which, well, again, let's just do this. No, actually, let's not, because don't want to be fancy, you know, maybe I've card counted wrong, so we'll just take South Africa back. So if he's got Africa scoring, we win. If he's got Southeast Asia scoring, if he hasn't got either, the game goes on, but I event the Pope. And I've got 2 scorings for me coming out. If it was me, I would probably have Kuta Battle Cry by now out of rage, so big respect to my opponent for continuing on. Okay, Fidel, event. He's lasted until turn 7. He did have a scoring. I'll report the game. I believe he said he's going on holiday. Sorry for the difference game. No, so I'll be polite. So yeah, I believe I was just best of 1 to the next round. Commiserations to Hicham or Hicham. I hope one of those is correct. If he does watch this, I'm sorry for butchering your name, and I'm sorry your cards were so crap the entire time. Hope you have a good time after this, and maybe we'll meet again next season, who knows. But for now, I'm into the next round of Silver Playoffs. I'll just quickly look on my phone to see if I can find out who we'll be playing to let you know for next time, if that's a game you might want to drop by for. Let's see, the ITSL Season 14 spreadsheet seems to be stuck loading, so we'll give that a moment. Yeah, I genuinely don't think they could. I mean, let's see. 2 3 ops, 1 at the end. He's purged here, so 1 3 op. Doesn't see a single 4 op the entire early war that he can actually use as a 4 op. ABMs, this is probably his best hand, but then I get super lucky by ditching the scoring. Free OPAC, getting out Gunman, like everything I need. And he still has 3 1 ops here. I mean, this is probably his best hand, but by this point it's too late, and I'm still doing stuff with Colonials with Grain. I have scoring good for me. Yeah, he can't do anything, it's unfortunate. Okay, and let's see, do I have the spreadsheet open to tell you who my next opponent is? I do. So we'll go to Silver Playoffs. I don't know how long these are, but... Okay, so we will be playing the winner of Dimitris Katsoulas and Annie Palmer. I know of Annie, I don't know of Dimitris. I'm sure they will both be worthy opponents. Should I play either of them? I've watched some of Annie's YouTube videos when she uploads her games. I think Annie is a she, I can't remember too well. It's been a couple years, but I'm pretty sure Annie is a she. I'm really sorry if I got that wrong. It's not from a place, it's just from a place of stupidity. Not the brightest, but yeah, I've watched some of Annie's videos. They were pretty entertaining, lots of sound effects if I remember, so don't think that channel's been uploaded to in a while, but check it out anyway, I guess. I think it was Annie Palmer and Pepe the Monkey, I'm not sure, but anyway, at this point I'm just rambling. But either of them I'm sure will give me a very difficult game if the cards are remotely balanced, but for now this is why I choose USA, and yeah, thank you for watching and see you later.